90% of dudes rapping, they ain't nice as me. 98% ain't live the same type of life as me. The judge gave me life and then they sent me where the life is be. That level 4 with depth and vice, the type of stuff they like to see. Two choices, fight or flee. I refuse to die a chump. I never been a mark, but damn, it's scary when that riot jump. I seen dudes cry, get pumped, and some sexually brutalized. Knew a dude who lost his life and he was only doing 5 year-long racial fights when homie all you do is ride. Lonely days and nights up in a hole causing suicide. From the moment you arrive, you see the Mexican mafia, AB skinheads with big giant swastikas, pro-black philosophers, the BGF, the Kumi, and Muslims who will murk you from the nation to the Sunni. That MS was loony, quick to ride up on they rival. Even Christians went to church, hide knives up in a Bible. Political and tribal, the Crips and Damus, the Long Beach, the Hubs and the Dubs and the Grooves, the IE, the Bakersfield, the Dago Pyrus, the hustlers quick to roll, the gangsters gon' move. Whatever click you choose, you better
Say what's cracking, YouTube? It's your boy 16 to life, and I'm back like I'm on a parole violation. Yard down! Now, for those of y'all that's new to my page, in 1994, I got arrested. I was eventually sentenced to 16 years plus life, and I served 24 years straight in the California prison system, man. Yeah, let's hop right up into this video. So by now, I know a lot of you guys may have heard the news that a rapper, female rapper up out of Oakland, who rapped under the name of Tanda the God, was shot and killed.
A local female rapper was killed in a shooting in Oakland. This was Saturday during the grand opening of a beauty store. Another person was injured. Police are still trying to find the shooter. KRON 4's Sarah Stinson has that story.
Family and friends gathered outside Glamour Beauty Supply in Oakland Sunday, many in tears as they paid tribute to local female rapper and entrepreneur Tanda the God. They confirmed to KRON 4 she was shot and killed at a grand opening event for the beauty store Saturday. Tan posted on Instagram just before the shooting.
Here, I got Granny in a cut, don't play with it.
She also promoted the event a week before, saying she would be at Glamour Beauty for a meet and greet. Shots rang out at the strip mall on 40th Street and Telegraph Avenue around 5 p.m. People ran into this donut shop to take cover.
I heard some shooting. I thought it was part of like their music or...
A man who works there who does not want to be identified described the chaotic scene.
I just saw like 2 or 3 people start running into my store and like, you know, they're shooting, and people started pulling out of the parking lot and people were just running around. So, and as soon as I stepped outside, the cops were pretty much already here.
Now, this is a cold and crazy, unique situation, right? Because it's a whole lot going on. And to keep it 100 with y'all, I was not familiar with this rapper, right? So I had to go do a little research on the situation. And some of the things I found out may not be 100% accurate, but the facts are she was shot and killed at a meet and greet at a beauty supply store in Oakland Saturday that she was opening up and introducing, right? So, man, let me give you some background information on her situation, right? So on March 26, 2016, her name is Q Westbrook, right? She shot and killed her boyfriend, a 24-year-old by the name of Tawan Moore. Now, it has been reported that they had started dating when she was at the age of 17. He had found her in an abusive shelter. And so on this particular day that she killed him, they was in a car and they happened to get into an argument. You know, she claimed, or it's reported, that she was threatened with murder. Her family was threatened and she was forced to pee in a bucket. So at some point in time, there was a gun in the console and she grabbed the gun and shot and killed her boyfriend. Eventually she was arrested. She was in jail. She was going through the court proceedings, so on and so forth. And then eventually on August 4th, 2023, she pled no contest. Due to the fact that she pled no contest, the district attorney then dropped the charges, the murder charges, gave her time served, and she was set free. She continued on with her rap career, and then she started to just, you know, in my opinion, she made a lot of bad choices. You know, she started to capitalize and try to clout up off the situation of killing her boyfriend.
You've been sentenced to 7 years for smoking on your ex and having these
Too turned up.
You know, she even dropped a song called My Ex Would Pack. And she even went further than that. She had a picture of her former boyfriend on the album cover, you know, with his face as a blunt, like she was smoking him. You know, she continued to do interviews and say things, in my opinion, that was extremely inflammatory. You know, I may play you guys a clip from a video that she done, or excuse me, an interview that she done with a guy by the name of Dirty Glove Media. And in this video, she seems to not only say things that are extremely disrespectful, but she also, you know, said that she's not worried about, you know, the dude's family or friends. She says things that are, in my opinion, they seem to antagonize. The things that she says definitely and potentially could antagonize his friends, his loved ones, so on and so forth.
Yo, it's Tanda the God, and I just jumped off the porch with a dirty glove bastard. You feel me? Like, they said I beat the case.
Oh, for real?
Walked in with a briefcase. It was a briefcase. You feel me? Like,
now, I don't know if I mentioned this before. I think I did, but she was from Oakland, California, right? So Oakland is wild and off the chain. For those of you guys who may not be familiar with the history of violence out there in Oakland. Oakland is often in the top 3 most violent cities in California. And also, you know, I looked it up. Oakland has a murder rate 235% higher than the national average. So, I mean, it's on and cracking out there in Oakland. They get active. It's a lot of shootings and stuff going on out there. It's dangerous. I say all that to say, by her living and growing up in Oakland, she had to know the nature of the street. You know, she had to know what things was like out there on the streets, and she just disregarded it. You know, she said things that just to me was not good. You know, it's gonna, you know, regardless of, you don't even have to live in Oakland. You could have lived in the nicest place in America, wherever a person may think that is, right? But some of the things that she said is enough to incite and enrage even the most humblest person into doing something potentially, you know, harmful to her.
All right, so we got the one and only Tanda the God jumping off the porch with us today.
Yeah.
Like, you're the first one to bring a headstone on here, so you got to talk about this. You got to break this down for us.
here lies my ex. Listen, you should have never died. you should have never played with me, because then I got to take it to the 3rd degree, you know? So I got this to be extra childish, making families mad. And oh well, because they ain't going to do about it.
Just this guy with the hoodie came by and started shooting. And that was it. And he just ran away. The police came.
Everything just came together. So I got this to be extra childish, making families mad. And oh well, because they ain't going to do about it.
Smoking on that Axwood pack.
Oh yeah, you know it. Matter of fact, I got to smoke on this dead as we speak. Hold up. Hold on. Let me get my little backwood. My ex-wood, you feel me? Like,
So explain the title and the whole concept of this project. How'd you come up with this? Is this something you've been sitting on for a while, or?
so I went into my catalog, because I got hella music, and I was just like, okay, what songs can I match up? What songs can I match up? Then I thought about Dead Bruh, and I was like, you know what? let me drop on them tops about this. I had a few songs that I was already talking my, you feel me? About Dead Bruh, you feel me? So I made like 3 more songs to make it add up. It's 5 songs because it's 5 woods in a pack, you feel me? Like, and that was a real perk. That was really my ex. He placed my ex, you feel me, in the picture. I had a picture of him sending. I'm really cold.
And you get kind of personal on the I Need Therapy song too. I was checking that one out earlier.
Like you, I know the real, but I am still broken though. Like, you know, in a sense, like hurt. Had to go, you know, comes with a lot.
Yeah.
You go through with somebody, then they gone, and now you smoking them. That's a lot.
And in my opinion, Dirty Glove Media was extremely irresponsible in even putting that video out. Had I interviewed her and she got to saying things like that, man, I'm not putting that video out. You know, I'm not just to put the video out. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna talk to her, I'm gonna tell her, you know, I'm gonna tell her that I believe what you're doing is potentially harmful to your life, you know. And I would try to convince her to stop doing those things, because the cold part about it is her music was good, you know. Her one of her mottos was make it by not getting naked, which is to say pretty much that she felt a lot of these female rappers are over sexualized, and she didn't want to be known for, you know, being half naked, being nude. And I'm gonna play some of her music, man. She could rap. She, you know, she was extremely good. She was talented, and it's just unfortunate that in this world, in this culture, that, you know, we think it's cool to disrespect the dead, and we use the wrong things to try to get famous behind, you know. And so she obviously had no fears or whatever. You know, she had posted flyers about this upcoming meet and greet that she had. She was telling people to show up at a certain time in order to, you know, to meet her, don't be late, so on and so forth. And so what they say happened is she got into an argument with somebody. You know, she was shot, and another person was shot, but she lost her life. And so this is definitely just an unfortunate situation, man. And I would just advise people out there, this younger generation, man, that, you know, this disrespecting the dead and you know, it's not good, because everybody has loved ones, right? And even when a person, say, you know, you have a person that gets killed, right? And it's ruled a justifiable homicide or whatever, the loved ones of that particular individual, they're always looking to place blame. You know, death is something that's hard to deal with. Anytime a person dies, whether it's accidental, however the situation is, if you notice, people are looking to blame somebody for the loss of that life, because death is hard to deal with, you know. Even if a person passes away in a hospital, you often have people blaming the doctors, saying that they didn't get the right type of care that they needed and stuff like that. It's just, sometimes it's human nature to want to blame somebody for the loss of your loved one. So when a person dies and you have a person egging the situation on, you know, pouring flames on the fire, it's not going to turn out good more times than not, because now you are daring anybody who claimed to have love for this person to do something for you. And so if a person is in the street, right, and he claims to be a gangster or you know, a thug or whatever, a person that's not living by the laws of society, a person that's living by the rules of the street, you basically testing that dude's gangster. You on social media dissing this dude, saying they not just to do nothing, so on and so forth. So what? I'm smoking on my pack, blah, blah, blah. Extremely disrespectful. You are begging for somebody to do something for you, man. So anyway, it was an unfortunate situation. The brother that she killed, I believe his name was Tawan Moore. He was around 25 years old. And even if, like I said, even if he was beating her up, you know, abusing her, he's still gonna have homies, loved ones, family, and friends who may not be happy to see him go. Anyway, it's a sad situation, man, you know, but you already know who it is. It's your boy 16 to Life. Resume normal program.